Hey guys, Jarek and Mookie here, going to be doing some more Halo. This time we got Halo 3 on Isolation. This is your favorite level.
I'm going to kill myself now. Because this is news to me, and it's news that I don't want to hear. But, dude,
I do not understand why you dislike this level.
There's no call-outs on this map whatsoever. You can't really call anything out. There's no, like, distinguished areas, if that makes sense.
Like, I seem to like this level seems to work really well for getting independent battles, because for some reason people don't group up.
These nerds did, if I remember correctly. I actually didn't have a really good game this match. Like, I was doing absolute trash.
I actually, if I remember correctly, had a really good game. I think I had a death streak somewhere in here, but for the most part I remember this game being very good. So
these guys were all guests that we're fighting against.
Yes, they were all on the same console.
They were actually, like, holding it down better than most guests do.
You know, like, I'm willing to bet what it was is just one person that's in some college dorm actually has an Xbox One and no one else has the money to get an Xbox One because, you know, no one has money in college.
It's quite possible.
And obviously, you know, I'm not making fun of people for not having money to be able to get a console, because I shouldn't have to buy your stupid console. This situation here, I want to hijack it, can't, decide to try to stick it, manage to, but it is not going to end well at all. I think this happened to me twice this game. What do you do? What can you even do in that situation? Just hope that he doesn't jihad at you?
Just get wrecked. That's all you can do.
Just take the trade. It's fine.
See, this guy's, like, actually backstrafe jumping and shit like that. Like, you don't see guests do that normally. I mean, granted, they're not, like, you know, super MLG or anything like that, but they're holding it down better than, like...
You shooting me with a freaking sniper there until you get me killed.
Okay, I need to show you my perspective. Actually, I don't think I saved that film, but I need to show you my perspective if I get the chance. That shot was nowhere near you. I swear to God.
You tonight were, like, you were better at shooting your teammates tonight than you were shooting at the enemies.
Oh, I was. I killed you so many times.
You betrayed me so often tonight. I just don't even. And that's why I hate descoping. I get into situations like that where I want to unscope, but then I get shot as soon as I go to unscope, so it scopes me back in.
I've kind of figured out a trick with, like, fighting descoping. Is, like, if you start getting descoped, just click in the second before you fire and expect to get descoped again. It's weird. It's weird. You're fighting...
It's only annoying. Really, it's only annoying when I'm not actually fighting someone. When I'm, like, scoped in on someone else and, like, get shot in the side. It's situations where I want to turn and run. That's when it annoys me.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get out of my scope and I can't get out of my scope because they keep descoping me, putting me back into my scope. If that makes sense.
Yo, no, I've been in situations like that too, where you keep trying to scope in, but you keep getting descoped, and you're like, "Fuck!" I've actually learned to just kind of run away when that starts happening because it's.
I try to unscope and keep scoping back in. That's my problem with descoping, is that it scopes me. I see like 3 as I'm scoped in my scope, and I press the unscope button and get shot right as I press it. So then I go right back in. That's when I end up dying.
I suppose I don't really have that problem, particularly because when I want to unscope, I just hit Y twice, which isn't always the best solution, but it keeps you from getting scoped again. So, I don't know.
Man, these guys, like, not entirely sure what you're saying, but they seem pretty bad for me, to be honest.
Maybe I was just being BN.
Oh gosh, what do I do? What do I even do? You're stuck in a hallway with someone that has a needler.
Purple shit's dangerous, yo.
Dude, I love the needler.
Needler is amazing.
There is something, just the whole concept of it. You were stabbing someone, then exploding them with stabby projectiles.
You penetrate them with pink rods that then explode inside of you.
Explosive penetration to death.
Yes.
That's literally what the needler is. That's why I loved the concept of the needler rifle. You are doing that at range.
Yes.
Like,
dude, the needler rifle I loved.
It was just a cool design. The thing I've never understood about Halo, though, see, in Halo 1, the melee for the needler made fucking sense. You stab them. And Halo 2 and all the other ones is like, why am I hitting them with the butt of the gun? You have spikes on your gun. Like, come on.
Halo 1 was just like, okay, we have this weapon. What is the most ridiculous way to hit them with it? And like with the plasma pistol, it was hilarious because it was just a fucking punch. Like fuck the gun.
For some reason, that was so satisfying. Just this left hook.
Yes.
I missed all the custom animations that the melees had in Halo 1.
Or just the amount of ridiculousness they had.
A lot of them weren't really... I mean, they looked logical, but they were pretty ridiculous. Like the shotgun melee just swings it over his head as hard as he can.
It's so satisfying.
Like, you don't think a whole lot about it the first time you play the game, but the more you play it, the more it's like, wow, this is really violent.
This is extremely brutal. It was satisfying.
It looked like it could actually do something. That's what I loved about it. Like, Halo 2 and on, like, the melees just seemed really weak.
It was like, okay, I guess I'm just swinging the butt of my gun under my shoulder at you or something like that. And it's like, what?
And in Halo 2, you do the whole lunge and swing at someone and you miss. I hate how in Halo 2, the melee only counts once you actually get to that, like, the actual animation to hit them.
Yep.
It's really frustrating getting that situation.
Halo 2's melees, I don't know how to feel about them. They didn't work. They were so unreliable. Like,
I liked the extreme melee lunge, but I feel like that's the reason they didn't work a lot of the time, is that they moved away from your lunge. Like, I feel if you get that lunge, it should hit them. Like, that should be guaranteed you got it and they should be dead. Or you didn't shoot them enough and they can still kill you. Like, they can still fight back, so I don't understand the logic.
I mean, Halo 2 had some dynamic melee combat with the BXVs. Granted, that should never have been in the game in the first place, but it did add some sort of like a fighting game sort of feel to it, almost. Which I guess was kind of cool.
Some exploits are good in games. Like, pretty much the entire... And this happened again, but I survived at that time. Some exploits are good and actually make games better. I cannot say those are ones I approve of. Like, an example is, like, you know, wave dashing in Melee. That improves the game because it makes the game flow faster and just improves movement. And it's even amongst everyone. It's not a specific character or something like that.
It's not like just how the battle rifle is most affected by most of the button exploits. Like, it affects everything across the board, as opposed to just one gun. That would be like if only, I don't know, fucking Luigi could wave dash and no other character could.
Well, only with his wave dash, it might as well be that way. But
well, you know, you get what I'm trying to say. If one character,
slippery motherfucker.
If one character had all of these exploits, nobody would use anything else. You know.
Well, I mean, everyone uses Fox anyway, so.
True.
Anyway, there's been some Halo 3, 18 weapon kills and only 2 kills from something else. I don't even know what else. It didn't say melee or grenade, so I can't imagine what it was.
Probably sticking those to ghosts?
Probably. But you'd think that would count for grenades.
Well, the grenade kills the vehicle, kills the person, so who knows?
Yeah, strange. Anyway, there's been some more Halo 3. I almost said Halo 2. There's been some more Halo 3. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.